Would you be happy to rent out your husband?
Me and him talk about this all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would do it for 1,500 dirhams a night.
Stop it.
For 30 days a month.
Stop it.
And then when there's a 31st day, I'll take that as a rest.
Rest day.
I'll take that as a rest day. My plums need to rejuvenate on that 31st of every month, when there is one.
Yeah.
I do it 30 days a month.
What would your package be? Like, would you have packages?
Bit of a personal question.
Oh. What would... Hello and welcome to the What Would You Do podcast. You're with JJ and Nimi, a very tired, exhausted, frustrated Nimi.
Shut up, man. Don't turn up as far as I'm concerned. If you're going to bring a tired attitude, I'd rather you not be here. And the listeners back me. The listeners
No. It's reality.
Yeah, okay.
We can't be happy all the time.
What's going on?
But I'm here and I'm happy for it.
What's going on?
Nothing. Just woke up tired. I've been going really, really hard in the gym, so I think like my body is just like breaking down a bit.
Well, let's move things around in this show. Let's kick off with the thread.
Okay.
Because that normally spruces you up a little bit. That normally gets you a little bit excited.
Yeah.
What's happened here?
What do you
got the TV remote?
Oh,
sat on
gosh,
the
get rid
TV
of that.
remote. You can watch that YouTube just pop up there by watching us on YouTube.
You can.
What Would You Do podcast?
Yeah, by the way, let's start by saying we have actually had such amazing like messages, feedback. We're new and noteworthy on Apple Podcasts.
We're really making strides in places that we're in uncharted territory, Nimi, and I don't know what's going to happen from here.
Neither do I. Like, I feel like I should just tell everyone to like delete my number.
We're a big deal now.
Yeah.
And back up. If you want anything from me, go through my assistant.
Yeah.
Which I haven't hired yet, but I'm going to get one.
Yeah.
That's how big time we are now. And also, I've had so many messages from like friends and family that after how many episodes, 13 that we've done now, they're finally jumping on board and giving great feedback and saying it's fun. And I think they want to listen now because we do speak about our personal life quite a lot. I've spoke about stories of friendship groups that I have back in the UK, crazy shit going down, and they just love hearing about it.
Yeah, you're all gossips. I think that's what we found out from all of you. Yeah. Your life is so terrible, just like ours, that you want to hear how terrible other people's lives are.
And this is where you get involved, right? We want you involved in this podcast. So basically, all you have to do is go on What Would You Do podcast on Instagram, message us just crazy shit that you've been through, and then we will say what we would do in that situation. Even if it's just a hilarious story that's happened to you and your mates on a night out, whatever it is, message it to us and we'll read it out on the show. That is a promise.
I was going to save saying this.
And that's the only way to contact us from now on.
Yeah, that's the only way you can get through to us. I was going to save saying this, but because it's on the same topic of us being absolutely monumental and incredible.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't want to carry on, but let's go.
I woke up this morning
thinking of me, and I do the same, Nimi, because this podcast has taken over my life. Yeah, what did you do?
I woke up this morning with loads of DMs from my friends because I've been verified on Instagram.
This has pissed me off a little bit because I don't know why I'm not. How did you do that? Did you actually apply for it?
No.
It doesn't just happen, Nimi.
No.
You don't just wake up one morning to 100 messages from friends.
No, you don't. So I work with this team in India that are doing my Speaker by Nimi Matter thing. So they're running the whole project. And so then maybe like a month ago, they were like, look, I really think that you should apply to get verified. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you get verified because Instagram like recognize you, and I didn't know people have to apply for it, right? They were like, no, you can apply. So they applied for me, like, because they have access to all my accounts, applied for me, and a month later, and it was a month ago, and I woke up this morning and it said, the Nimi Matter verified.
This is just a continuation of radio, of all the hard work I put in and Nimi getting the followers for it. This is a continuation of the graft I've put in from my humble upbringings to now and not being recognised for my achievements. I'm fed up. I'm almost done with this.
No.
Because I need to get verified. So this is a public announcement to you, Mark Zuckerberg, you piece of shit.
Yeah, instead of being in the bloody boxing WWF ring.
Elon Musk out.
Yeah.
I'm fucking going in there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to mess you up.
I know. It's wrong. I feel like if I got verified, so should you.
If you were to have a fight with either Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk, who would you rather challenge?
Honestly,
who do you think you'd beat?
Honestly, I've seen The Social Network, and I actually think Mark Zuckerberg is tapped in the head, like next level.
He's like that kid that people pick on at school, but then they just flip and start like chasing you around school and throwing chairs at you and just like setting fires to shit.
100.
The one in school that's super quiet and then just goes crazy if you aggravate them.
Totally. I'd be more scared of Zuck than Musk, I think.
I remember at school once, I called a lad a green bean. And he literally lost his head, grabbed the table, not the chair, the table in which he was sat at, and launched the table across the classroom towards my direction. I ran away, and the teacher had to grab him and pin him down to the floor. Nimi, I called him a green bean.
Yeah, talk me through this diss of a green bean. Like, why is that a diss?
You know when you're a kid and you just find shit funny? Like, maybe he had green shoes on that day, and then you just, like, people run away with, like, a nickname, and it was, like, Green Bean Boy or something, you, like, it makes them mad. Like, I was called Poo Bag in school for, like, 3 years, to the point where the best man actually made everyone cheers to Poo Bag at my wedding. Because one day I was in PE playing five-a-side. I come back in and someone had either taken a shit in a bag, a plastic bag, or gathered a poo from a dog, put it into the plastic bag and put it in my school bag.
No.
So on my nickname was Poo Bag for 3 years. It's still to this day I get called it.
I thought it was something like you shat yourself or they found skid marks in your trunks or
something. That's a yearly occurrence.
I know,
I've always been very
so normal.
I've been very open to sharting from time to time.
Yeah.
Always happens around the festive season. I don't know if it's the excitement. I don't know if it's the cold. I don't know if it's the amount of alcohol I consume.
I think so.
That I'm at bed and it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. And often I do it in my sleep and like it wakes me up and I'm like, holy shit. I check my boxes and I'm like, I'm so glad I'm married now because I would never get a girlfriend or anything ever again.
You need to reel it back a bit.
You've never shit yourself?
I have never shat myself. And I don't even want to go. Look, we got feedback from my husband that we're getting a bit too crude. Because remember, he heard like a few episodes.
Thing is, if you don't like it, go elsewhere. I don't care if you are family. If you don't like it, go elsewhere. There's other podcast content for you.
But you did meet my mum, and mum was like so in love.
She loved it.
She you know what she said to me? She goes, I listen to you guys all the time now. That it was so weird to have JJ in front of me. I was like, Mum, you've seen JJ before. You met JJ before.
I'm an unverified celebrity. Soon to be verified celebrity.
I think it's cooler to be unverified, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't care about like the fact you brought this up just says everything there is about you and your ego, which you need to pull back a little bit. You kicked off the show saying you're amazing and I rolled with it for a joke. I actually don't think I'm amazing. But then to bring in the verified stuff, you need to look at yourself in the mirror and check yourself.
I think everyone should think they're amazing. Okay. Maybe that's why I'm verified, JJ, because I actually back myself.
I'm going to post an Insta story saying I'm amazing and just see what happens. But back to the question, who would you want to get in the ring with?
Yeah, I'd go
Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk?
Elon Musk, all day, every day.
Same.
Mark is going to do some like shady behind my back shit that like is going to like, he's going to be torturing my family on the side whilst I'm in the ring. Do you know what I mean?
I think Elon Musk he's so intelligent when it comes to like science and stuff. He will be like overthinking like the angle of his arms to throw the perfect punch. So by the time he's figured it out, I've fucked him up. Elon, I'd genuinely fuck you up.
Yeah, I'm not scared of that.
He's big, alright. He's bigger than Mark Zuckerberg, but I honestly think Mark Zuckerberg.
Bod?
He's actually fit
He's
now.
ripped.
Would ya?
No.
Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest men in the world. You actually
wouldn't. The money has nothing to do with it.
You'll be verified on Facebook after that. You'll be
I've already got what I want. I've already got the verification on Instagram.
There is Facebook, and you know what you need to do to Zuck.
I know.
You need to Zuck.
I'll do. Oh, you need to Zuck.
You need to Zuckerberg.
You need to Zuck the Zuck. Okay, let's kick it off with that thread because we're going off on a.
What is it?
On a tangent now. So, what deserves all the hate it gets? Anything come to mind?
The ending of Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh!
Actually deserves all the hate it gets.
What is that, by the way? They effed that up royally.
Absolutely pathetic. The fact that Bran became the actual true king or something like that. There is just, it just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Arya should have been the king. Everyone, or queen.
Yeah.
Or the gender fluid person that leads the way. Do you know what I mean? It's
gosh.
2023, Nimi.
Yeah, let's not go down that route. I've been reading so much about like athletics lately and like the women, men, and then obviously the transgender categories, but there's still transgender within the men and women, especially the transgender women who are running in the women's finals and stuff, and they're winning like and breaking records and everything. So I've been reading so much into it.
What's your thoughts on it? I don't want to give an opinion because a friend of mine is the head. He's really high up in Amazon, and he started a movement called Glamazon for the LGBTQ plus workers within Amazon.
Yeah.
And basically, we said hermaphrodite, and he messaged me saying, this is a teaching moment. It's actually intersex now.
Oh.
So next time we talk about Sierra in the way we did,
intersex.
she was rumoured to be intersex.
I had no idea.
Neither did I, so it's a good learning.
Did you know you can't even say the word brainstorming anymore? Because that's known to be like politically incorrect. You cannot say, let's have a brainstorm to your team.
What would you say? Blue Sky Thinking Day?
Exactly. Switch it up. Brainstorming is like, what about for people who like don't have fully functioning brains? Like you can't, it's like literally a thing. Google it.
Brain thunder. Brain thunder. That's what I'd go with.
Brain seeding.
Yeah, brain seeding.
I think it's the brain bit that we're supposed to be taking out and we're keeping that in. Okay, let's get to this one then. What deserves all the hate it gets? Cyclists on the road. There is nothing that irks me more than cyclists on the road. Like, you do not have a number plate. Also, here in Dubai...
Being a cyclist myself, let me just watch it.
No. You're an ex-cyclist. Ex-cyclist who did it for like a month. Did you do it on the roads?
I did not do it on the roads.
Exactly. You did it on tracks, on cycling tracks.
Yeah.
But, you know, here in Dubai now, you see all these electric scooters. They're actually on the road. Like,
no, they're
on
not.
Where? There was this woman that casually in downtown Dubai...
I think she's breaking the law.
Yeah, she did it on a roundabout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And all
That'd
of
been
us
hilarious to watch.
All of us cars were just behind her, like...
Just her hair blowing in the background while she's just seamlessly going around a roundabout.
Like, what's going on? What deserves all the hate it gets? Amber Heard. She is... No, guys, I still have the same amount of hate for Amber Heard that I did when that trial was going on.
Yeah, I think if she messaged me and said, let's create a life together, I think I'd dive into it for a few weeks. I actually think I would.
Why do I feel like you love a bit of Psycho?
No, have you seen Catherine?
Well, Catherine, that's what I'm saying. Catherine's not Psycho. But
you obviously don't know Catherine. She's a psychopath.
But can you tell everyone, do you remember during that trial?
Yeah.
The investment, the emotional investment you and I had during that trial.
We'd missed talking on the radio by accident.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, there's a thing called going off air, and that's when the music ends and everything just stops and there's just pure silence.
Dead air.
And there's me and Nimi, if you could see us, we literally had our feet up watching the trial.
Live
and
on
then
YouTube.
and then all of a sudden it'd be like, hello. Hello. We're just giving you an update of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. Like, we just freestyle it from there. Like, the amount of times we went off air was a joke.
Oh, we were acting like we were like down there on the ground. Like, yeah, hey guys, sorry.
Yeah.
It was like every hour we were giving an update.
And we forgot, like, not everyone cared about it, but we were so consumed by this trial that that's all we spoken about every single day.
I
was following Johnny Depp fan accounts to like find out more intricate details of the trial rather than the highlights you see on the news.
What? Why do you think we were all so invested in that kind of story?
It's celebrities, isn't it? Celebrities.
And whose side were you on?
Switzerland, mate.
Oh,
no, but I wasn't part of the jury.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? So
gosh.
I just sat on the fence with it. I was happy for it to go either way, but I'm glad there was
Justice was
I'm
served.
glad there was a decision, Nimi. I don't mind if there's justice or not justice.
You're so full of it. Why are you being so like vanilla today?
I'm just scared of saying shit, man.
No, of course.
I'm actually scared now.
I don't think Johnny Depp or Amber Heard are listening to the What Would You Do podcast.
Nimi,
JJ.
I've already offered out to fuck up Mark Zuckerberg. You've already offered to zuck the zuck. Let's not push it with more celebrities. We need them eventually.
We will need them.
We'll need them eventually.
You're sitting across from one now.
Apparently,
so.
Yeah. Well, you'll be sitting across from one soon.
Oh, soon, inshallah.
I want to look at the application.
What deserves all the hate it gets? Vegans. No.
Vegans, I don't mind.
What then?
But stop talking about how vegan you are.
Yeah, I think that is quite annoying.
I'm going to throw a statistic out there
Go on.
that vegans you're not going to like.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you're ploughing soybean meadows. You're still killing insects, mate.
That's so true.
Do you not care about insects?
Mm-hmm.
If you're drinking almond milk, the amount of bees that have been wiped out for your sip of almond milk latte.
Yeah.
Wind your neck in. You're not completely saving the planet.
No.
That's my piece.
And
I don't know how correct all of that was. I've just maybe I've read that somewhere and I've ran with it.
And now you've like...
Yeah, maybe I've ran with it. I don't know how true that is.
Traumatized.
But vegans, come at me.
Yeah.
You barely have any strength to fight. So come at me.
They can barely hold their arm up to swing.
Yeah, you've been so weak.
There are like Novak Djokovic, i.e. the #1 tennis player of all time, is a vegan.
I heard an interview of Novak Djokovic recently about his daily food intake and what he eats and drinks and stuff like that. I don't want to be you, mate.
No.
What a sad little life you're living, Novak.
I respect vegans. I respect their decisions and their choices. I tried to go vegan.
Yeah, I tried veganuary.
Do you remember?
I cried in the car one day so hard. After 2 weeks, I cried in the car to Catherine because I was like, this is way too much.
It's intense. Like, you have to be really super passionate about being vegan to become vegan.
But it doesn't stop, Nimi. It's not. Don't just stop at food. Once you get into the food element, you're like, oh, now I need to look at all of the shampoos I'm eating. Shampoo I'm using, conditioners, shower gels, clothes. And I'm like, I'm just dressed as a giant plant and rubbing bloody tea tree oil on my ballsack.
Oh, God.
That's where I got to, Nimi, and I had a breakdown.
Yeah.
It was freezing cold down there.
And so you resorted back to just being a full-on meat eater.
Yeah, I went for a full meat buffet that night, and I cheered up from it.
Yeah, I mean, good luck to you vegans, but it's just not for us.
Yeah.
What deserves all the hate it gets? Real estate agents.
They're a bit needy. From time to time. Yeah, I just feel sorry for them. I feel really sorry for them when they've wasted time listening to the dial tone, getting through to me to be told I don't have deposit for the one brick. Yeah. Never mind the full house.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I feel sorry for them in that sense.
So, like, my husband really does not trust real estate agents. He thinks they're the... pardon my language, but the scummiest scum on earth.
I don't believe that. I know some really nice ones.
But then he thinks that that's what they're putting on. They put on this really nice whole thing because they're salesmen.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm going to get you the best deal. Like, no, I completely understand. And, you know, like they try to make it out like they're completely on your side.
Yeah, and they're giving you a discount or whatever, or less fees.
But they're really, really not.
Well, they have to earn money some way. Do you know what I mean?
Money.
I honestly think if I worked in real estate, I would smash it.
I think you would too.
I'm considering just going into it.
You're just so good with your words. Like, you're an actual salesman.
Thank you very much, Nimi.
You'd be great at that.
Why am I not verified then? Do you know what I mean? Mark Zuckerberg don't think so.
Look, if you put my Instagram next to your Instagram, you never post. Yeah? You don't have a huge social media presence.
If I want a digital marketing plan from someone, I won't be going to you, Nimi. Thank you very much. I don't want a brand strategy today. But when I do, I'll inquire. Thank you very much. Speaker by Nimi Meta. What about Shush by Nimi Meta? What about Speak Less?
What about Shut the Fuck Up by Nimi Meta?
Imagine if that was the name of your course. Shut the Fuck Up by Nimi Meta. And she just turns up and just says nothing and just stares at everyone like...
Well, you know, I've been having a lot of like fake accounts try to be me. So I feel like you're going to start loads of like hater accounts.
Yeah, I am. Speaker Less by Nimi Meta. That's what I'm going to make. I'm going to make that straight after this.
That's very good.
Yeah.
That's very funny. Last thing, what deserves all the hate it gets? This is so random. HP printers. Why is that so funny? Like, that is so random.
You know what? We did a little while ago. We did like what shouldn't be embarrassing but is. But literally waiting by a printer for your paper to print out is literally so embarrassing.
you
just stood there looking at it.
I thought you were going to talk about the time we were on the radio and the prizes we were giving away was printers. Do you remember? I literally thought that's what you were going to talk about. And we were making people enter competitions to like win one printer at the end of the week.
But the competition was like your craziest printer story.
Like, hey, get in touch, 6787. What's the wildest printer story you've ever had? Like, talk about lazy.
People actually got involved as well as like, you will never believe what happened with me and the printer. Like, I actually went to print something out and I stood by it by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then basically there was no paper in the printer. So embarrassing. And then we'd have to pretend like, what?
We'd put on this
Are you
crazy.
serious?
We'd put on this crazy music to be like, congratulations, just for sharing that story. You've won a HP printer. Nuts.
Get a life, guys.
The lengths we went to.
Seriously.
That was our life. But
I've got what would you do? Which I think you'll enjoy.
Okay.
I met a good man when he was having a hard time in his personal life. He was legally married, but they slept in different beds. He was trying to leave her, but didn't have the money. So I gave him my credit card to help him with the legal expenses. He maxed out my card, $12,000. We were on FaceTime discussing what he bought and how he's going to pay me back when his wife walked in the room and climbed on top of him. His wife picked up his phone and said, "We appreciate your donation." She smirked at me before hanging up. He told me he wasn't sleeping with his wife anymore. Brackets, a lie. He's not responding to my calls, texts. I just want my money back. How?
Guys, I did not see that coming.
This is a Netflix movie.
She said, "Thank you for your donation."
And then hung up the phone.
An absolute violation. Guys, I thought that was going to turn into like a whole like, oh, he is actually married and he's still with her, but he's actually just taking me for all my money, but she doesn't know. She was in on it.
Yeah, she was in on it the whole time, and he's probably done loads of ladies with her.
It's like Tinder swindler.
I know, but couple related. Like,
swindlers.
What would you do to go about trying to get that money back? What lengths would you go to?
Oh.
Bring crime into it if you need to be. This is hypothetical. What would you do to get your $12,000 back?
I would dedicate my life to finding out every inch of their lives, their children, their family members, everything, work. I would go into it.
Even if it's nothing to do with the other family members, but you'd bring them into it.
I'd bring every single person into it to make sure I hold them accountable.
Even a great auntie that just like barely doesn't even remember the day of the week.
Yeah,
You bring her in, drag her in.
It's just like,
fuck her up.
Yeah.
You're all accountable now.
They're all involved. I need to get my money back. You guys thought you were being clever, which you were. Watch. You don't
also,
even know what clever
like,
is.
you're a mug. If I may take the other stance on it, like, you're an absolute mug for giving your credit card to a man who's actually married and going, this will help support your financial bills to get out of your marriage.
Yeah, that's a bit stupid. Like that's like how where did you think this was going?
He must have looked down one day at his peen and went, this is like gold dust. It's amazing. So I can get what I want with this. And then he's collaborated with his wife to get credit cards and stuff like that. And
so they were. He was actually having a sexual relationship with this other woman.
Yeah.
So his wife gave him the okay to do that in order to get.
What a woman.
Wow.
What a woman. I know, I agree. What a woman. Really. You're getting side piece and $12,000 in one go. Is it Christmas? Am I in Disneyland?
You know who the real winner here is the wife. She's just renting her husband out.
Would you be happy to rent out your husband?
Me and him talk about this all the time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And I say to
Leaning in, what's going on here?
I say, babe, if times ever get tough, you need to do the needful.
Oh, right. Okay. So if you've got no money left,
yeah,
then he has to.
He's a very good looking guy.
He's a good looking guy.
He could be a little like what's it called? Toy boy.
Yeah.
For older women.
Yeah.
Just a bit of arm candy.
And how far are you willing to let him go with it? Dipping the tip? Just the tip? Maybe just like the tip?
He can go all the way if he wants to.
Seriously? Yeah. Absolutely smash the old woman.
As long as we get
And how much money would you expect from it for him to smash?
I would say he's like high end. Like you would pay premium for like someone like him.
And what's a premium price that you figured out together?
I haven't figured that part out together, but being the financial head that I am, I would say probably around $20,000 a night. Yeah.
Speaker and Swingers by Nimi, Meta and Deep. That should be the name of your business.
But come on, he is high end. But if it came to it, I reckon sell your body, babe. Do what you got to do for the family.
Yeah, the family. Just you and him.
And I'll just sit at home counting the cash.
Yeah, well
like an absolute drug pusher.
I'm trying to think how much I would charge.
Oh, you're not high end though.
No, I'm just kind of like bottom stocks. Do you know what I mean? Just
No,
kind of
that's
like
not true, JJ. Don't be that harsh.
Thank you for the
yourself.
compliment. That's what I was fishing for.
You're above average.
Above average. I would charge, and I would do it every night because I'm a hard worker.
Of course.
So I would charge roughly, and I'll do it in all currencies.
Yeah.
I would do it for 1,500 dirhams a night.
Stop it.
For 30 days a month.
Stop it.
And then when there's a 31st day, I'll take that as a rest.
Rest day.
I'll take that as a rest day. My plums need to rejuvenate on that 31st of every month, when there is one.
Yeah.
I do it 30 days a month.
What would your package be? Like, would you have
Bit
packages?
of a personal question.
Oh. What would...
Can that be the intro?
That? Yeah. I did not mean that. I did not. Would you have packages, like, as to which package they can take on?
Okay, so we'll have 3 packages.
Okay.
Let's work it out together. Rate A is the lower end package.
Yeah.
Where you get to take me out on a date, wine and dine me.
Yeah.
And I'll stick in a finger.
Okay.
That's the low end package.
Nice.
Medium package is where you get to wine and dine me. You also get to hold my hand.
Oh.
And we finger each other.
Okay.
We're all having a good time.
Yeah.
I found out that young people listen to this the other day, and I'm just a bit mortified by it, yeah.
But why are you speaking like this then? So you found out young children?
Pretty young, mate. Because they're fans of the radio show, and their parents are like, yeah, go on, listen to it then.
Okay, we need to stop then. Stop right now. Don't even tell us the third package. We don't want to know. No, JJ, no.
I've come this far already. Nimi, I've already come too far.
We're meant to be good role models.
Package C, the all-inclusive. The all-inclusive. We'll have dinner in a private setting.
Which they will have to set up.
Yep. I walk out of the room. I undress. And then next thing you know, you turn right, the door swings open with all the waiters.
Wow.
And I'm lying naked on my back.
With?
Sushi.
Yes.
All over my body.
Yeah.
And they wheel me in. And she and a friend. Yeah, this is a +1 package. Rate C is a +1 package. I forgot to say that.
Invite a friend.
Invite a friend.
Wow.
That I get to approve.
Yes. Pre-approval.
I want some dutty girl eating my sashimi.
Of course not.
I roll in.
Yeah.
They get chopsticks and they can just eat sushi off me.
Wow.
Then we all finger.
Oh, it's a 3-way.
It's a 3-way finger.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Just one specific question.
Go on.
In that third package, in the advanced package...
It's not open to you. No, thank you very much. Seriously. You're not taking this for deep either. These are my packages, and Instagram me if you want to get involved.
You should charge more than $1,500 for that, though. You're at least worth 10,000, I think.
Do you think the sushi package is worth 10,000?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
sashimi's not cheap.
And then you can buy Phoenix lovely things with that.
And you'll be like, where'd you get this from? And I'll be like,
Daddy works hard.
Why does Dad stink of fish?
Why has he got rice everywhere? That's so weird. This took a really weird turn. Okay, so then what would you do? So what would we do?
You said you'd go and beat the grandma, the great auntie up for no reason.
No, I would just get everyone involved and I would hunt them down and I would make sure not only will I get my $12,000, I would get it with interest.
And what would you do? Kidnap them and throw them into a warehouse? Like, what would you do to get that money back?
No, I'd hire a hitman.
Seriously?
Yeah, I would hire...
$12,000, you'd hire a hitman and kill every single person in the family. I think that's a bit much.
I wouldn't kill him.
Oh, that's a bit much.
Torture. Threaten.
You know what I'd do, Nimi? I'd do 10 days of sushi package C, and I'll give you the money back. Because I'm actually having a good time.
You're just
I'm a giver.
No, if you were a Starbucks order today, you'd just be like a skinny, like soya milk latte. That's the vibe you're giving me today.
Seriously, why?
Vanilla Switzerland, not giving your harsh opinions on what you would actually do.
If you were a Starbucks order, you would be a very under-ordered iced matcha frappuccino with sugar-free vanilla syrup because you're just bringing no energy today.
That's actually my favourite drink.
Seriously, matcha. It tastes like mud. It actually tastes like mud.
It's earthy, isn't it?
It's rank.
We have another What Would You Do? And we've got a lot of What Would You Do?
Oh, look at you just trying to waffle just to get to the actual thing. Go on, read it out.
Shall I do
We're
it?
filling time.
Okay. Well, we were very good at that on the radio.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I've been with my girlfriend for 7 months now, and it's going great. But last week she told me she feels really sad and unloved and unwanted. Not because of me, but she says she loves me and wants to marry me. But it's because she misses her ex-boyfriend. I don't think she's spoken to him since we've been together, but now I'm supporting her and helping her through this pain. She wrote out a text to him for closure, but didn't send it. What would you do?
So the friend is trying to get another friend to split up with her boyfriend.
What are you saying? She misses her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
I've been with my girlfriend for 7 months.
So he's actually making her girlfriend send a message to the ex for closure.
No, she wants
Have I
to.
fucking missed something?
Yeah, you're not listening.
I actually can't.
Yeah, I think when I speak, you switch off.
No, I do not. When you
No.
read your stories, my ADHD can't handle it. I'm trying to piece together about 20 characters in one sentence.
And this is like I did a shortened down version because I know you can't pay attention for that long.
Can you break it down for people like me, please?
So, there's a guy. He's got in touch with us. He has a girlfriend of 7 months. Okay?
Getting emotional.
He said it's going great. But last week, his girlfriend told him that she feels really sad, unloved, and unwanted. Not because of him, but because she misses her ex-boyfriend.
Got it.
He thinks she hasn't spoken to him since they've been together, but now he is supporting her and helping her through this pain.
The ex is supporting her. Mad.
The ex is not supporting her.
What am I missing here?
The boyfriend is supporting her.
To help her get over her ex?
Yes.
That's madness.
Right. So he's saying she wrote out a text to her ex-boyfriend. She told me about it, but she didn't send the text because she doesn't think he's going to reply.
Yeah.
What should I do?
So he's now going, go on, send the text and see.
Well, that's where it's left. He says, what would you do? You're a mug, mate.
You're actually a full-time mug.
Yeah.
You're a full-time employee in Mugsville.
Like, just bend over at this point.
Yeah, and take the phone up the bum at this rate, because this is sometimes you just need to look your girl in the eye and say, like, you obviously miss your ex. Go pursue it.
Yeah.
I want you to be loved. I want you to find love, and if it's not with me, I love you so much I'm willing to let you go.
100, by the way.
Nailed it.
Thank you, JJ. And that's why you should be verified.
Unless you're Catherine, my wife, like, I don't care if you're happy or not. You're with me. You're tied to me. This is it now.
Okay.
You actually got married to me. This is done.
Yeah.
I don't believe in breakups.
Oh, okay.
You're with me now. That's it.
See, and this is why you're not verified.
Yeah.
So the point is that love is not possession. You don't own anyone.
Fuck, here we go. Female Steve Harvey coming out now. Fucking, do you want me to draw a mustache on your face?
I think I've already got a bit one going on. Love is not a possession. If you truly love someone and if you think they'll be happier elsewhere, you let them go because that's what true love is. And if it's meant to be, they'll come back to you.
Love is a boomerang.
Okay.
Throw it out.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Yeah.
And it will come back. Maybe not as the boomerang you once knew.
Uh-huh.
But as a new boomerang.
Like on Instagram.
Of love.
Love is like
yes.
an onion.
Wow. Yes.
You got to peel back the layers to find out the true core of it. And right now...
Isn't that Shrek?
Yeah.
Cool.
And right now, it sounds like this guy is not
love
even... Okay.
Is like a clarinet. Sometimes you got to blow it to see if you enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know why a clarinet come in my mind then.
You could have just said trumpet.
I know.
Clarinet.
I don't know.
You're such a white boy.
Am I literally a 4-year-old learning to play instrument for the first time?
I don't think we're ones to give advice on.
Did you learn the clarinet?
No.
Fucking, I'm so glad. If you said
Yeah.
you were at school learning a clarinet, I actually would have turned this recording off and never done another
No
episode.
way. Why? What does it mean?
Just something about, like, the kid at
People
school
plays
that
clarinet,
used to, like,
yeah.
stand up and go to their little music lesson in clarinet.
I did piano.
Did ya? I do wish that I'd learned an instrument earlier. Like, kids just don't want to do it because they think, like, you're a nerd for learning. But actually, we're the mugs for not learning.
Yeah.
Like, our music class used to just be a piss around. All I did was sit at the back of the room on a piano, turn it onto demo mode, and go, DJ, 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 DJ. And that's all I do. And the poor teacher got that every single hour of his 6-hour day with the 3 kids really trying to learn.
No wonder teachers hate children.
They actually do.
Like, I don't blame them whatsoever.
Did you ever, like, fancy... Oh, we've already spoken about that.
Yeah, we have.
Teachers.
I never did, but, like...
I fancied all of them.
Yeah,
to be honest.
But, like, I imagine you were the really annoying child in the class. Like...
Class clown was often given, but even now, I really struggle in a classroom environment. Like, a couple of weeks ago, we did, like, first aid training, and I was so disruptive in class, and actually it was like a corporate thing, and there was like really high up people there, and it was just me being dead disruptive in the back. I can't handle the silence and the one person talking. I can't handle everyone just sitting there looking at that person. I just have to disrupt it and try and find funnies in the day.
So did you actually learn anything in the first aid class?
Yes.
So right now, JJ, okay, right now, if I tell you my chest is hurting, oh my gosh, there's feelings and thingies going down my left arm, I think I'm having a heart attack, I pass out, what are you doing?
If it was you, I'd walk out the door and let it be. But saying it's someone else, I would remove any harsh objects that are on their body.
Okay.
I would pull off their rings, bracelets and stuff like that.
Well,
I would say,
this is expensive.
Sir, female, are you breathing? Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need assistance?
No. Do you
need assistance, sir?
My actual nightmare, like I would actually want to I'd rather die than you try to give me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
I'm not going to give you mouth-to-mouth. I already said what I'd do with you.
Oh my God.
I would literally pick you up, throw you into the corner, turn the lights off and walk out the door, and then come in like, oh, Nimi's dead. That's what I do with you. But if it's someone else, I would remove... I'm looking at Yasmin because she's done it as well.
Yeah.
I would remove their objects. I would clear the area.
Yeah.
And say, hello, everyone. I'm a first aider. I've been first aid trained.
Who are you talking to?
Everyone else that's there. Anyone else is there.
Okay.
You got to say who you are because
so
people are going to be running around
JJ.
frantic. Go, hello, everyone. I'm a first aid training, first aid responder.
Yeah.
And I'm here to help. Remove all their stuff. Keep their clothes on because you can't do that, unfortunately. You pump their chest in their sternum. I would do that.
Yeah.
To the beat of I'm staying alive to get the right amount of beats per minute. I do 20 of them, and then I would grab their nose and do mouth to mouth. No response? That's fine. I think he or she is having a heart attack. I would grab the AED machine. I'd pull it out, open it up, read the instructions. I would pull off the little tags. I'd put one. No. See, you were punching to your chest.
Yeah.
That is not correct.
Okay.
I would put one on the side here below the armpit and one other way round. I would go on the right-hand side below the breast. Pop it there.
Yeah.
A little bit lower for you.
Yeah.
You have to be below the breast.
Yeah.
Be down at your toes. You want on your toes. And then one on the side there. And then you go, everyone please stand back. I'm a first aid trade responder. Then I click the button and then it goes, and then it tells you the instructions. You get through all that. Boom, shock. You come to life. They look at me and go, you're actually my hero. And then we kiss. They kiss me. I'm like, whoa, I'm married, but I go along with it because I'm excited by the moment.
It's the moment.
It's the moment that took me.
You're the white knight that just comes in.
I actually am.
Wow. I would not want you. I would not want my life to be in your hands.
Okay, so... Sorry, but this is a scenario. You're dying on the floor, real world.
Okay.
Would you be mortified if I actually did have to give you in your mouth? I'm not kissing you. I'm not doing anything.
Not.
I'm blowing down your throat
obviously
to get
not.
some oxygen in your lungs, like real world.
You're trying to save my life.
I actually am, Nimi.
But the thing about you saving my life, the only thing that bothers me about you saving my life is that I will hear about it for the rest of my life.
You actually would.
And he will be like, okay, well, now you owe me for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to be constantly in debt to you. Phoenix will have to be in my will. Like he'd have to have a trust or something. I'd have to pay for his education for the rest of my life.
Because time is precious and you wouldn't have had any of it unless I blew down your gob. And that's the reality of life. So
I honestly would rather die.
Me and you're going to fall out today.
No, I wouldn't.
Me and you're going to fall out today. Because I think there's a microphone in your mouth and you're showing off. I don't know who's listening at the moment that you're really trying to impress, but you're actually a married woman, Nimi. You're actually a married woman. I don't know who you're trying to impress, but it's actually getting embarrassing now.
I'm trying.
You would save my life. And you wouldn't mind me saving yours.
I would save your life. The only problem is like you have such clammy hands that I feel like I'd be so icked out by it.
I think my hands are so clammy and wet that the electric shock would probably just bounce over and electrocute me as well. So my life would be taken. It'd be like Romeo and Juliet. It actually would be.
Wow. Nice.
We'd both die.
Okay, so what are we telling this guy to do now?
What was the story again?
He needs to just sod off. You need to leave her. She's obviously not over her ex, right? She's not over her ex. By the way, it sounds like she might still be talking to him and hanging out with him.
She's lying to you, mate.
Yeah.
Like, she's actually lying to you. She is talking to him and has messaged him.
Yeah, and they have spoken, and that's why she misses him and can't get over it. And then she tells you she loves you and wants to marry you because she feels really guilty because you're such a great boyfriend. And she can't decide what she wants to do with her life and who she wants to be.
So make the decision for her and move on. Because actually, you're a legend of a guy.
You're so nice.
You're so nice.
And understanding.
I'll date ya.
I honestly think...
I'll give you package C, 50% off, mate. I actually will. Because that's how much I like this guy.
And what about for vegans? Can you have vegan sushi? Lettuce?
It's just rice, isn't it? Vegan sushi is just the rice ball.
It's just rice. Avocado. Cucumber.
We'll adapt the menu to your preferences, mate. That's how much I feel like you deserve better.
He might discover a whole new route in life. Likes, interests. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast, guys. I think just a whirlwind of experiences to summarise, but thank you so much for joining. I don't know how to end this shit. Can you end it? Could just end it.
I don't even know what we've covered today.
I don't know what's been said.
It's an actual blur. But we hope you've enjoyed the episode. Remember to keep sending your What Would You Do scenario situations through to us on our Instagram DM at What Would You Do podcast. Every time we share one of your stories, it's completely anonymous. So just share it, the crazier, the most ridiculous. We tell you what we would do in that scenario.
Rate our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to this podcast. It would mean the world to us if you give us a 5-star rating. It actually does so much, and all it takes is just one click. Cheers, legends.
Lots of love.